Here we are, another day. I'm excited for this one. Changed up a few things, testing some analytics out. Trying to make this as efficient as possible. I'm doing tech check now. So give me some time. Carmen, are you ready to fly today?
Always ready, Danny. I've got my headset on, my sass warmed up, and I'm here for the ride.
Cool. Let's do it. I'm loving the vibes already. All right, trying to connect my Oculus. What was that? Oh, my phone. We're going to be flying to Fort Leonard Wood today. Super excited. Trying to let this connect. Oculus still connecting right now. Hold tight. Trying to look out the side eye so I can see my screen. I knew when I dropped this Oculus today, I was like, oh, this is going to be a hard time trying to reconnect. I felt it too. Let's see. Let's see. It doesn't take this long. It doesn't usually take this long, so I'm gonna have to restart it. All right, restarting now. If you're commenting, super appreciate everybody. That's gonna be what the stream's gonna be, a little long one today. It's Friday though. Okay, let's see. Officially restart it. Let's see if I can get it connected. All right, still taking a little bit longer. Unplugging, replugging. We're gonna get it. We're not gonna stop until this launches. Let's see. All right, restarting it again. I knew it. This thing gets sensitive when it's falling. Restarting. Yeah, I'm super excited for today. If we can get into it, like if we can get into the flight. Come on, Oculus. Let's do it. It's on me though. I actually stepped over the cord and the whole thing fell on the ground. So I was like, ah. So we just gotta be patient with it. Let's say patience. Let's all say patience. That is what I'm learning, working on today. Come on. I can see around me. It's just not activating. Come on. All right, I don't want to get in here. Come on. It's like this is on. Let me let it power all the way off. Letting it power all the way off. Hey. What's up, my guy? I am starting streaming right now. Once I get done, I'll give you a call. All right.
All right, chat. It's on you. Ground school pop quiz. If you're flying at a density altitude of 8,000 feet and your performance calculations say a takeoff distance of 2,000 feet, what should you consider? A. You can take off safely from any runway. B. You should confirm your calculations with an instructor. C. You may need a longer runway to take off safely. D. You can disregard density altitude effects. Drop your answers in the chat, letter or full answer. And remember, linked handles on DRM2.GG earn 50 XP for winning. Danny, your turn to answer out loud.
Hold the questions, Carmen. I'm still doing tech check. Once I'm ready into the game, I'll give you a ping.
Take your time, Captain. I'll just be here, waiting patiently, judging silently. You ping when you're ready, and we'll make some magic in the sky.
You judging me, though? Why you gotta judge, though?
Because, Danny, a little judgment keeps us all honest, and it makes the praise sweeter when you earn it.
I got you. I'm trying to get Oculus to set up, so it's giving me a little bug right now.
Oh, I can feel it. This is gonna be one for the books. Let's kick the tires and light the fires, Danny.
I didn't know I was gonna hit it on the ground. It's gonna do that. Let's see if I have to do any connections via here. Devices, it's active. Everything is showing active. It's just giving me these three bubbles.
Looks like the answer's in. It's C. You may need a longer runway to take off safely. At higher density altitudes, aircraft performance drops, and you gotta factor that in. Chat went quiet, so all eyes on you, Captain.
Danny, what is this doing? Why is it in this state? So restarting again, it is staying in a state of cycling. I have to figure out why exactly is that happening. Okay, so we're free now. I don't want to be in this Outlook. I don't want to be in here. So how do I exit out of this room? I don't want this room. I just want to go to link devices. All right, I'm gonna connect cable, and I just want to launch. And it is cycling. Meta is cycling. Meta is cycling. Still. I'm gonna power it off again. Let me deactivate it from here in the back. So I just deactivated it from the back. I don't want to short the PC because then I mean I'll do something else. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's see if that works. So right now, just trying to get Oculus to populate. I dropped it recently, so Carmen, still working through Oculus right now. Give me some time.
No rush, Danny. Just don't get lost in the virtual world. Our passengers need a real pilot eventually.
All right, so I got it power. It's cycling. It's just cycling to get into the actual environment. What's causing that, Danny? You guys get to see me troubleshoot. It's a lot of stuff, so You're gonna have to go through this too if you're gonna be streaming. It's just part of it. I try to get all the stuff done before starting the stream, but some things just slip through the cracks. It is powering. It doesn't take this long to power through, so something is actively wrong. I can hear it. I hear it going through, but it's not showing, so. And it gets me stuck on this screen. So I have to disconnect it each time. Okay, so figure it out, Danny. Figure it out. Figure it out. What caused this? What would cause this? Figure out. Figure out. What would cause this? What's up, Ashley? Everyone that's on TikTok. You guys are seeing me in troubleshoot mode right now. I hit my Oculus on the ground recently, or this right before the stream, and trying to get it to power back into the environment is being trippy right now. So I'm trying not to have to restart my entire computer, because that means I have to redo all the setups. So I'm trying to see if I can just get it activated without having to do all of that. So taking out, let me close out of Meta. Exit out. Let's see if this will work. I've exited out. Gonna come back in. I'm getting a power on button or power on icon. Let's see. Let's see. So we can get to flying. I'm super excited for this flight. But gotta just get through this.
All right, chat, time for a ground school pop quiz. What is the purpose of a hydraulic system in an aircraft? A, to generate electrical power. B, to provide lift. C, to operate flight control surfaces. D, to regulate cabin air pressure. Drop your answers in the chat, letter or full answer, and linked handles on DRM2.GG earn 50 XP for the win. Danny, let's hear your answer too.
Say the question one more time, Carmen.
Sure thing, Danny. Here it is again. What is the purpose of a hydraulic system in an aircraft? A, to generate electrical power. B, to provide lift. C, to operate flight control surfaces. D, to regulate cabin air pressure. Now let's see what you've got.
That's a tough one. Give it to me one more time.
All right, one more time, just for you. What is the purpose of a hydraulic system in an aircraft? A, to generate electrical power. B, to provide lift. C, to operate flight control surfaces. D, to regulate cabin air pressure. Now let's see what you've got.
Wow. I want to say lift.
I hear you leaning on B to provide lift. Lock that in if you're sure, or think it over. When you're ready, just say, Carmen, reveal.
Come on, come on, come on, Oculus. I just need you to power up at this stage. And you're not doing it. What's up? Did I hurt you that bad? Did I drop you that bad? Did I drop you that bad? And see, when I put it out, it still is cycling in an environment. I need to take it out of this environment because it shouldn't do that. How do I get it out of this environment? Hey, Carmen, Oculus is stuck in the virtual environment, like a lobby. I needed to get it out of that lobby area. Do you know how to do that?
I'm not wired for Oculus tech support, but usually there's an option to switch environments or jump straight to the sim. You might need to navigate through the menu or reset the app. Once you're in the cockpit view, we'll be good to go.
Yeah, I got you. I figured I'd ask. I just need to get out of this because this portion of what I'm seeing is keeping it stagnant.
Here's the reveal. The answer is C, to operate flight control surfaces. That hydraulic system gives you smoother, more powerful control inputs. Chat was quiet, so Danny, that lift answer was a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Learning lessons. Learning lessons. I told you I'm amateur at this. I'm going through the menus right now trying to figure out why is this setting giving me so much. Why is this setting giving me so much hell? So store, settings, files, worlds, Meta Horizon worlds. Let's see if that's going to give me the exit out. So the Meta Horizon worlds opened up. So that opened up really well. Okay. So now I want to exit out of it. Let's quit. Okay. So that worked. And layout, world, virtual display. Nope, I don't need that. Help tips, layout. I don't need that. TV, browser, store, chats. I don't need that. Theater, don't need that. I need to get out of here entirely. Settings. Account center. So how do I get it out of here? So browser. This is definitely a learning lesson right here. View profile. Devices. Gamepad. Virtual keyboard. I just need to get out of this world. Oh, look, I found it. Okay, so I'm out of this world. So now, I'm clicking in, cabling in. Now I'm gonna do link. Now I'm launching. All right, it's still, so got out of the path, going back to pass through, got out of the world. Now it's going back to the initial issue where it's now cycling through. So disconnect. And reconnect. Let's try that. Nope, still cycling. Taking out. I'm going to power. I'm going to restart it. I'm taking out both cables. Sorry about this, guys. Technical. It happens like that. Some streams will have it super easy. Some streams there's gonna be an issue. All right, so it's powered back up. Closing out store. Going through link. Opening it up. It's looking for cable. So I'm going to switch to cable sides this time. And find port. We're going to find this port. Let me get up so I don't do anything wrong. Okay. We have that connected. Connecting. Now launching. And it's failing to populate. This is a complete Oculus. Let's power through it, Danny. Power through. Oh, I'm so waiting to fly. I can hear it moving in the background, but it's not showing. Why? Think, Danny. Think. Why aren't you powering through? Restart while the, let's restart while the cable is in. Let's try this. Oculus is restarting. Oh, I hate to have to restart my entire computer. And I gotta set up all the stream, all the titles, all the entire system. Okay, all right, restart it. We're back in, going to settings, linked. I tripped over the cable too. Out of everything I could have done before starting this, hitting the cable. Okay. So without having to restart the computer, I'm going to Control Alt Delete. And I'm going to go to Task Manager and kill anything related to Meta. Client exe in task. All right, so I am Meta task. But how does it populate? That's interesting. I end task. Oculus. There's so many Oculus instances that are running right now. The only thing I can do at this point to identify all of them would be to
All right, chat, here's your ground school pop quiz.
restart the
Which factor
entire
primarily affects the accuracy of a
PC.
VOR navigation signal? A,
End of
the
this
altitude
task.
above sea level of the aircraft. B, the distance
that
from the VOR
task.
station. C, magnetic variation. D, atmospheric pressure. Drop your answers in the chat, letter or
that
full answer,
task.
and linked handles on DRM.GG earn 50 XP for the win.
I think I ended all of them. I don't see any that's still up. Let's see if that helps. Remote, OBS, Node.js. I don't see crash pad handler. All of my systems that are up, I don't see any of them that are actively needing. So we're going to power. We're going to power back off. Power, restart it. We're going to start Meta Horizons now. Oh, it's powering all the way back up. So that's actually really good. Cool. I'm actually going to switch this cable because I remember I switched it purposely for a reason. I switched it to this side for a reason because it was trippy. So it looks like I probably got to get a whole new cable anyway. All right, so it's in menu. Let's get out of this pass through. Exit. I don't need the loft setting. We are in settings, linked, attempting to connect to PC. Oh, let me. It's in the system. I'm disconnecting. It says connect to USB-C cable.
And the answer is B, the distance from the VOR station. That signal's accuracy fades with distance. Chat stayed quiet, so Danny, all eyes were on you again.
There we go. All right. Okay. So I had to just restart all the tasks on the I had to end all tasks. So that's cool. All right. So let me get back to everything now. So setting up So now we can exit out of that, exit out of here. It's 8 o'clock, so I'm an hour behind. That's crazy. Okay. All right, so we're set on this. Now. Okay. Wow, that was a very long delay. But it's part of it, so let's get it. So setting this back up here. So I can see. Perfect. Exit out of that. Exit out of that. Get my chats. Got that set up. Perfect. I learned something today though. If I ever come across that error, I know what to do to fix it. All right, so we're going to Fort Leonard Wood. So we have flown all the way around the United States, and like last stream, we were trying to get from, we have flown half, or not even probably half, like 40% of the United States. We were trying to get to Seattle, which is over here, but I wanted to go to Billings and then eventually go through here and then go to Seattle, but we got stopped because there's no missions in this area, so I can't actively go to the next area without any missions over here. And if I do this mission, it's not going to open up further to capture any missions that's in there. So I'm at a standstill, so I either can go up and above in Canada, or I could go below. And so I chose to go below, which is why we did Kansas City. Yep, which is why we did Kansas City. And that's why we're in this area right now. So we went down to Kansas City, and then that's why we're just gonna go to St. Louis. And after flying over Kansas City, I recognized that I was born in, where is it at? In this area, Waynesville, on an army base, and Fort Leonard Wood. And so I said, hey, it'd be dope to be able to fly to where I was born. I'd never been back since I was born. Never seen the city or anything. So what best way to see where your birthplace is than to fly over it? So this is gonna be pretty cool. So we're gonna have to start right here on one of these missions and then move over to Wayne. So let's do it. I'm cool with it right now. We'll take a scenic ride over St. Clair County, Ashley Gray, a local we all know well, is visiting a club with her sister. It'd be great if you can take them up for a nice and relaxing moment. Show them around Osceola. That's right, Osceola. Okay. All right, I'm fixing the flight map so you guys can see that on the screen. That's done. And we are ready. I'm going to accept this mission because we have to do it in order to get to where we're trying to go. And 42,000. Oh, look, we got 14,260 credits. Flight plan looks good. Okay, so I feel comfortable now. So let me just do a righteous intro. My name is Danny Martin, co-founder, CEO of an ed tech company. Really doing this as a passion project. I've always wanted to fly, so told myself, hey, what better is to leverage gaming? I'm in the gaming industry. What better way to leverage gaming to show the power of games and learning, and ultimately to develop a skill set, which is for me to fly. I'm using Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 for those of you guys that know. Super anxious. I've learned a lot so far. Fairly new. I've only flown a plane once, and that was with the assistance of an actual pilot. So I've never done it by myself. My goal is to be able to do it within this year, preferably within the next 6 months. So I'm just going to use this opportunity to really learn. I built in Carmen, which you'll hear. She's a co-pilot powered by artificial intelligence. So I fed her a bunch of information and settings or characteristic traits that I would love for her to be able to engage with. And she's been awesome. She's been awesome as far as helping me learn. Any questions I have about aviation, even the worlds that we're flying over, she's been amazing. This is not a feature of Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is something totally that I built as an add-on. It's powered through my platform, DMR2.gg, which if you log on to there, www.dmr2.gg, or you can just put dmr2.gg in the URL box. It's a platform that allows myself to track my journey to becoming a pilot, while at the same time, it allows you guys as users to experience the journey as well as your own journey. You can log your own flight hours, as well as participate in quizzes, tests, challenges, win XP, use an XP to get pretty cool things. Like one of the things I'm working on is I want to bring in real pilots, professional pilots. I don't want to say real pilots, professional pilots, and people of, celebrity status to be able to talk about their experiences, especially like people of influence that have planes themselves that just use it to get around. Because for me, I'm not trying to fly, like American Airlines or anything else. I just want to be able to fly so I can have my own plane. So being able to bring on individuals to talk about that type of stuff, awesome. And then you can use your XP to have access to those particular instances. You can also use your XP or develop your XP so you can get on leaderboard charts. I'm gonna be doing merch. I'm going to be doing tickets to. I'm just gonna be doing. I have so much in my mind that I want to do with this platform. So you could become a member. It's free. As it's new, $1 per month is an elevated membership. You don't have to. It's still new. I still really want to be able to provide value. So I want you guys to be able to know, if, you're going to see if they're valuable or not, but the main membership is free. But Carmen is powered through that platform. So I got all my admins. I can build her through there. All the content that you guys are seeing is through the platform. So I've been putting a lot of work in DMR2.gg. So definitely go by so you can be able to see that. And then that's a good introduction, I guess, before we start. So I need to get better at doing that each time we stream, just so everybody can context. But that's where we're at right now. Our goal is to fly around the world. We're going to start off in the United States, eventually go to other places.
All right, chat, here we go again. Ground school pop quiz. In cruise flight,
Carmen.
you observe a gradual increase in the engine's EGT exceeding normal limits. What action should you take first? A. Notify ATC of a potential emergency. B. Reduce thrust and monitor EGT trends. C. Yes, Danny? I'm all ears.
All right, just hold the questions for right now. Once I get into the plane, I'll definitely tell you to start it back. Cool?
Go. Captain, I'll keep those questions on standby until you're ready to roll. Just give me the word.
Got it. Thank you. All right, so
Anytime. We're in this together. Let me know when you're set.
she basically told me to shut up and get to flying. So I'm gonna let the the intro cease at that point, and then we'll start. But thank you guys so much for being a part of it, and everyone who's gonna watch this afterwards, and everyone who's coming in from the clips. Super dope. I need to identify my landing environment. All right, so we are good for landing. We're good for takeoff, but we're not good for landing. So that means LDR means it's a if it's red, it means it's a runway that is shorter than the capabilities of my plane. Meaning I need a little bit more once I touch down, ideally touch down at 10,000 or at 1,092 feet. But my plane is big and powerful so that I would ultimately surpass this. I'll end up in this particular area. So what I have to do, knowing coming into the airport or the landing strip, I have to either stop or drop in this area, which means I have to land in this area to get myself, or land in this area and then be able to stop, which means I have to land in this area much slower than normal. And that's what makes this challenging. Not only is challenging because of how short the runway is, but also because of the wind, the direction of the wind, all of this, the temperature. Temperature can affect the actual, which I think, Carmen, how can temperature affect the runway when landing?
Good question. Higher temperatures can make the runway surface less dense. Hotter, thinner air reduces lift, and the tires might not grip as well, increasing your landing roll. So on a hot day, you might need more runway to stop safely.
See? So there's a lot of elements that you have to identify. So this would be considered a risky flight, and ultimately a pilot would not take this flight because of the risk. But this is simulation. We can try it. It definitely asks for some good content.
Time's up on that question. The answer is B. Reduce thrust and monitor EGT trends.
So
it's key to manage the engine before it gets worse. Chat went quiet, so Danny, your call was the star of the show.
And I didn't even answer. Carmen. My bad.
No worries. Captain will get the next one.
Okay.
Plenty of quizzes left in the sky.
We are in now. Looks good outside. Let's go. All right, Carmen, I've started exterior pre-flight check.
Solid. Let's run it smooth and steady. I'll be right here if you need a second set of eyes or a little sass on the side.
Cool. Got pedo to got it. Glad you guys were able to be around me when I was troubleshooting. It's a lot of stuff that goes into this stream, and I'm getting the task list is a lot, but every day I'm getting better and better at it. It's becoming easier and easier to get through the intense task list to get this all set up before going live. A lot of moving parts, but that's no different than a plane, like what I'm doing right now. Got to go through all of this just to even start flying. Okay. All right, so Carmen, I am inside plane doing pre-checklist interior.
Copy that. Cockpit first, questions.
I didn't hear anything she just said. Repeat that. You muffled out.
Sure thing. Cockpit first, questions during cruise. I'll keep quiet and jump in when you need me.
All right, so Carmen, we're going to be flying out of 28 MO Paisley, and we're going to be going to Osceola, and then we're going to be flying back into Paisley.
Got it, Danny. So we're doing a nice little out and back route. Paisley to Osceola and home again. Sounds like a plan. Let's see what kind of scenery this flight has in store.
What? Did you just call this a date? What?
Well, Danny, I call it like I see it. But hey, it's an educational aviation experience with excellent views.
All right, I got you. I'm going to let you slide this time.
Mighty kind of you, Captain. Now let's get this flight rolling and keep that charm up in the air.
Okay, so we are good. Let's go checklist. Electronic masters, engine masters, all electronics on. Let's get this on. Electronic masters, walk around, ailerons. Check elevator. I couldn't check that on the outside. That's cool. Rudder, it's cool. Strobe. Outside, it's cool. Fuel caps, baggage claim, horizontal. Feet up, tires, park and brake, good. Control stick. Alright. Trim wheel. That's good. Power level was good. I just checked that. Let's get lights on. Engine master. All right, let's get our guests.
We're good to go, Mary. You can initiate boarding.
Okay, on their way.
What's up, pretty lady? Both. Looks like mom and daughter. All right, we got fuel quantities, check, temperature. Let's go ahead and start engine.
Okay, time to make some memories.
All pressures.
You're taking someone everyone knows around here, Ashley and her sibling, for a nice scenic ride over the region. Are your passengers comfortably seated? Then you're all set.
All right, they are.
Engine started. Let's go.
Our non-sears are good. Navigation's lights, landing lights, all good. Park and brake. Let's talk to
28 Mike Oscar traffic. Diamond November 14724 is taxiing to runway 11. 28 Mike Oscar.
Okay.
Hi, thanks for taking us up today. I'm Ashley. I'm thrilled to fly over Osceola.
Osceola.
Our parents live in the area, so this flight feels like a trip back to our childhood, you know?
Osceola. Yep.
Hey there, I'm Katie.
We got
It's
Katie
so
and
great
Ashley.
hanging out with you today. And by hanging out, I mean flying.
Awesome. All right, Carmen, we got Katie and Ashley on board. Go ahead and welcome them in.
Welcome aboard, Katie and Ashley. You're in for a smooth ride, long as Danny keeps it that way.
Hell
Let's have
yeah.
some fun up here.
Let's have some fun. Ashley, April's so well spoken, Butch, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's go. Park and brake is up. Powering on. Let's get some movement. This short is very fast. Carmen, we're headed to short, so we'll be ready to fly soon.
Copy that. Danny, short hop, sharp focus. Let's make it a good one.
All right, ATC.
28 Mike Oscar traffic, Diamond November 14724, taking off runway 11, noise departure, 28 Mike Oscar.
Park and brake, flaps down for flight.
I'm excited.
Throttle's going up just to test. 2,000 RPMs, good. 71 load. Perfect. And then light transponder. All right, we're ready. Parking brake deactivated. We're going into the we're going into the, is this the bush? All right, so while we're heading over this way, I see too, there's no, I guess on the grass, that can't ding you for going too fast. So I can go as fast as I want until I turn around, so that's dope. All right. All right, we're good. Let's go and go. No need to let's just slow it down. Let's get up. Throttle full. 30 knots, 50 knots, 60 knots, 70 knots, and 80 knots. Perfect.
It's like a roller coaster. My stomach just flipped.
There you go, so you guys can see the runway. I need to see the runway too. And we're flying up to 1,300 feet. Flaps are up. We're at 1,100 feet as we speak. Carmen, we have 6.4 nautical miles until we get Osceola.
Copy that. 6.4 miles to Osceola. Want a quick bit of local flavor, or are you focused on the climb right now?
On the climb right now, but I also wanted to do something else that we haven't been able to do. So I started my journey towards PPL, and I want to go ahead and start focusing on this duration of the flight before we get to the land to learn about FFA rules. Specifically, I think Rule 61. Are you familiar?
The sky is out of this world. We're lucky to see.
All right. Sounds like the climb's going smooth.
Oh, man.
Osceola's coming up. Small town, big heart.
said all that
You want to
shit.
know what it's known for, or are we just cruising on through?
All right, so I stated that I am starting my PPL journey, and I want to start on the ground school phase. And today I really wanted to talk on our way there to Osceola about FFA rules and regulations, specifically Rule 61 or 41. Are you familiar?
Well, since you're giving me the sky, let me toss you a nugget.
I'm sure
Osceola's famous for its annual
It's
Labor Day
awesome.
rodeo, one of the top rodeos in Missouri. How's that for some hometown flair?
Huh, she didn't answer it. Are you familiar with FFA rules?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
FFA, Future Farmers of America, plenty of rules and traditions, especially around those competitions. From parliamentary procedure to livestock judging, it's a serious game. You thinking
No.
of stepping into the ring, Danny?
I don't think that's right. No, it's regarding flight ground rule procedures. There are rules. I think it should be FFA, right?
That's right. Future Farmers of America. They rebranded to just FFA to reflect a wider range of agricultural education beyond
No,
farming.
that's
But the
not it.
roots are still deep in that soil.
Look at the city here.
What about FAA rules and regulations? Is that it for aviation?
You got it. The FAA, Federal Aviation
There you
Administration,
go.
is the big boss of the skies. Their rules cover just about everything up there, from pilot certification to aircraft maintenance to airspace rules. It's the aviation Bible, no doubt.
Okay, so look how new I am, you guys. I was like, that doesn't sound right. So it's FAA. So we're here in Osceola right now, but on our way back, I'm gonna want to hear from you in regards to FAA Rule 61 or 41, whichever one that makes sense. Okay. All right, Carmen, we are here now in Osceola. You can go ahead and lay down some cool facts about this place.
Osceola's got a tailor too. Founded back in the mid-1800s, it's nestled along the Osage River. Fun fact, this town was burned during the Civil War. And some say it inspired the burning of Atlanta in Gone with the Wind. And these days, it's famous for its cheese. Osceola cheese is a roadside legend.
Osceola cheese. I never had Osceola cheese. That's interesting. What does it taste like?
Well, from what folks say, it's rich, creamy, and they've got all kinds. Sharp cheddars, smoky, and even some spicy blends. It's like a little bite of local charm. You might have to swing by and grab some next time you're passing through.
Okay. Will do. Definitely will do. What's the population of this town?
Osceola's got a cozy size, around 900 folks or so. Small town living
Oh,
at its
super
finest.
small. 900 is crazy. All right, so 900. We're on our way to Fort Leonard Wood, where I was born. Oh, I forgot to add that in the intro. Today's flight, we're going to Fort Leonard Wood. I was born on the Army base, so I've never been back since I was born. So this will be a good opportunity to go see it. Carmen, we are already finished with the lookout. I'm gonna do a little bit more.
Well, that was the quickest sightseeing tour in history.
I know.
Blink and you miss it. Where to next, Captain?
Before I head out, I just want to do some more deep dive in here. Give me something else. Explain one local fact 3 ways as a historian, a comedian, and an overly dramatic sports announcer.
I've got you covered, Danny. First up, historian mode. Osceola was burned by Union forces in 1861, a pivotal moment in Civil War history that left a lasting mark on the town's legacy. Now, comedian style. Osceola got torched so bad in the Civil War, you could say they invented the original barbecue, except nobody was laughing.
What?
And now, sports announcer. Folks, the year is 1861, and the Union forces are charging down the field. They burn Osceola. Yes, the town is taken. Total devastation. What a play in the wild game of history.
Just soaking it all in. Totally.
What was the
You took the words
rebuild look
right out
like,
of my
and who
mouth.
rebuilt it?
After the burning, the town was slowly rebuilt by returning residents and newcomers. It took time, but that resilience shaped Osceola into the community it is today.
How much money of damage did it cause?
Hard to pin an exact figure, but the damage was massive for the time. Storehouses, homes, and supplies all lost. It was a blow that echoed for decades in their economy.
Thanks, Carmen.
Anytime, Danny. Let's keep rolling.
All right, let's go ahead and bet. All right, Carmen, we got 4.6 nautical miles to downwind, 45-degree entry.
Roger that. 4.6 miles to your downwind entry. Let's keep it smooth and line it up nice.
All right, this is the time I wanted to talk about the FAA rules. As I stated, I'm starting this phase of the journey of getting my PPL. I want to be able to learn from you as I learn from other sources as well. Can you walk me through the first phase, ground school phase of FAA rules 41 or 61?
Absolutely, Danny. Let's break it down. Part 61 is for the individual route. More flexible, instructor-driven, tailored to your pace. Part 141 is structured. Flight schools, a set curriculum, quicker minimum hours. Ground school covers regs, weather, airspace, everything the FAA wants you solid on
28
before you
Mike Oscar
solo.
traffic.
So
Diamond
we'll mix in
November
those lessons as we
14724,
fly.
6 miles northeast.
Start with lesson
2000,
1.
Inbound
That's
to
more
land.
important.
Runway 11. 28
Lesson
Mike
1,
Oscar.
airspace and weather minimums. Knowing where you can fly and what visibility you need. That's the backbone.
All right, 28 Mike Oscar traffic, Diamond, November 14724, 6 miles northeast, 2,000 feet, inbound to land, runway 11, 28 Mike Oscar.
All right, folks, ground school pop quiz. What is the minimum cloud clearance required for VFR flight in Class C airspace during the day? Your options. A, 1,000 feet above, 500 feet below, 2,000 feet horizontal.
Glad to see this.
B, 500 feet
Here's some
above,
great stories
1,000
to
feet
share
below,
at home.
1,500 feet horizontal. C, 600 feet above, 1,000 feet below, 2,000 feet horizontal. D, 1,500 feet above, 1,000 feet below, 3,000 feet horizontal. Drop your answers in the chat, letter or full answer, and linked handles on DRM.GG earn 50 XP for the win. Danny, let's hear your answer too.
I want to go with B.
Locked in with B,
Welcome back,
nice and
aviators.
confident. Let's see
Are
what the
you
chat's
okay,
got before we
Ashley?
reveal the answer.
Ready to go again?
All right, we are approaching.
Love with you flying over Osceola. Ready to head out again.
All right, go
whenever
ahead
you are.
and reveal the answer because we're about to land soon.
The answer is A, 1,000 feet
Ah.
above, 500 feet below, and 2,000 feet horizontal.
That's
Looks
right.
like you
I
went
need
with
to
B.
flip it.
But hey, ground school's all about learning. We'll chalk that up as a practice approach and keep getting sharper.
That's right. All right, so Carmen, we got 2 nautical miles before we hit final. I'm starting to slow down now.
Looking good. Ease that throttle in nice and smooth. Let's set up for a sweet landing.
Can you go to lesson 2 and the rules?
Let's touch down first, then we'll roll right into lesson 2.
Oh.
Cockpit first, knowledge right after.
All right, that's very smart. Thank you for thinking about my safety.
Always. Captain, I've got your back. Let's nail this landing first, then dive into the next lesson.
Okay. All right, we're at 64 knots, 15,080 altitude. We don't remember this landing is going to be a tricky one, so we definitely got to focus. All right, I'm letting down flap at 50%. This bank turn. All right. Finals approaching. Carmen, final approaching at 0.66 nautical miles.
Nice and steady. Let's make this touchdown one for the highlight reel.
Remember, this landing is not fit for this plane, this landing strip. Landing runway is not fit for this plane. So we gotta go in super slow. And I'm already moving much faster than needed, necessary. So try to get low and raise my nose so I can slow down even more. All right. Going down. I should be even slower than this. I actually do not, I'm not gonna even try. I'm gonna need way more. I'm gonna have to do a go around. You see how short that runway is? I was not gonna be able to make it. Hey Carmen, I'm gonna do a go around. I came in a little bit too fast. This runway is already too short for me to even land, so I have to do a go around and come in even slower.
Good call, Captain. Smooth tower up, positive rate, and we'll set it up better on the next approach.
Okay. All right, since I have to do a real quick go around, go ahead and give me lesson number 2.
You got it. Lesson 2, right-of-way rules. Who has the right-of-way up there? Aircraft in distress always come first. Then balloons, gliders, airships, and powered aircraft. And remember, when converging, the aircraft to the right has the right-of-way. That's a core rule every pilot's gotta know.
When converging, say that one more time.
Sure thing. Aircraft in distress have the top priority. Then
Aircraft
balloons,
in distress.
gliders, airships, and powered aircraft, in that order. And when 2 aircraft converge, the one to the right has the right-of-way.
The one to the right has the right of way. That's like general traffic rules in cars.
Exactly. Just like giving way at an intersection. But up here, it's all about altitude, speed, and who's got the lighter wings.
Okay. All right, I'm approaching landing, so I need to slow down.
Right there
And
with you.
concentrate.
Focus on the approach. I'll keep it quiet till you're down.
Flaps down, 50%. All right. Much better now. I feel more comfortable treading this line. Sometimes I just don't be paying attention. I'm at 61 knots, knowing that once I get in, I'm gonna have to be damn near touching the tip of the runway. Pause. Knots, 1,000 feet. It's cool that I did a wrong.
28 Mike Oscar traffic. Diamond November 14724 is on final. Runway 11. To land. 28 Mike Oscar.
Oh, I can't wait till I can just feel this plane. Flaps all the way down. Wait, did I miss it? Ah, I missed it. Come on, Danny. No, you can't miss it that quick. That is crazy how I missed that. That quick. I seen the turn. How did I miss the turn? That's crazy. Oh, I know how I missed it. I was supposed to go around and in. I got it. I see. I see. Now line up. I see. Okay, much better. Feeling that wind. at that. Boom, 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 boom. Ah! 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 Too tight. Let me clip that. So, yeah, so you can see we should not have been even trying to even tackle that runway. I kind of want to do it again just to see if I can do it. Oh, that was a cool challenge. I kind of want to see if I can do that again. That was interesting. That was interesting. That was very interesting. I wish I could just do that again. But we got a whole destination that we got to try to get to.
Not easy to win over the locals, but seeing them smile says it all. Well done, pilot.
All right, ground school pop quiz time. When is it permissible to fly with an inoperative transponder? Your options: A, when conducting VFR operations in Class D airspace. B, when flying under VFR in uncontrolled airspace. C, during maintenance checks without passengers. D, when a specific FAA authorization is obtained. Drop your answers in the chat, letter or full answer. Linked handles on DRM.GG earn 50 XP. Danny, let's hear your answer too.
Say that question one more time for me.
Of course. The question is, when is it permissible to fly with an inoperative transponder? Options: A, when conducting VFR operations in Class D airspace. B, when flying under VFR in uncontrolled airspace. C, during maintenance checks without passengers. D, when a specific FAA authorization is obtained. What's your pick, Danny?
I'm going with D.
Locked in with D. Let's see what the chat's got, and we'll reveal when you're ready.
All right, I've parked. You can go ahead and reveal.
And you nailed it, Danny. The correct answer is D. You got that one spot on.
Awesome.
You earned that one. Now let's see what else we can dive into next.
All right, so power down. All right, so we're powering down. You can go ahead and release our guests.
Roger that. Guests, you're free to disembark. Thanks for flying with us. Come back for the next adventure.
Oh man, so that landing was very short. So I don't know any other way I could have done that. I guess I could have came in slower. I came in at 16 knots, potentially 55 knots, but that would have risked too tight for stalling. So that's probably one of the hardest landings. So it notified me not to use that plane to land there. So clearly flight plan told you don't do it. But what's the challenge? It's a simulation. Your level allows you to access the new difficulty levels for all jobs. Oh, I've been waiting for that. I have been waiting for that. I'm like, these mugs are getting so easy. Oh, it's all jobs, meaning I just haven't done any jobs, so I've only done these, haven't done other activities, so I'm still on the easy levels essentially. All right, so I didn't even get a chance to see what we unlocked. How close are we to Fort Leonard Wood? Yeah, we're there. Okay, perfect. This is where I was born, you guys. Oh, we coming straight from there too. All right, so Waynesville. And we're gonna be in a Cessna. That's okay. Let's do it. So this is where I was born, y'all. That's good, because I get to actually fly to Waynesville. All right, Carmen, we're gonna be flying out of Waynesville and then going over St. Robert and then coming back in Waynesville. But today's flight was to fly over Fort Leonard Wood Army Base, which was where I was born. I've never been there since I've been born there. So this is going to be a special one.
Oh, now that is special. Flying over your birthplace, Fort Leonard Wood, this one's got some meaning.
All right, so let's, if anything, I want to make sure we do this one right. Oh, this is cool. Takeoff's cool. Landing's cool. Yeah, it's good enough. Runway. No worries there. 1600 altitude coming out. We're going to be flying and go back. Let's see. You're going to give me a recenter en route. There we go. We are going to be flying out, departing south and then up north. So departing to the north, kind of northwest, but in this case north. That is cool. All right, so checking everything. And so Ashley Gomes, event coordinator, 39,000 XP. Checked everything. We are good to go. Just want to make sure flight map is working. Flight map looks good. Yep. Looks like we're good. Let's go do a real quick check. All right, Carmen, I am starting exterior flight check.
Perfect. Take your time with that walk around. I'm here if you need a second set of eyes or just a little company.
All right. Nose gear title. What you can do is cover rule number 3, FAA ground school regulations and rules.
You got it. Rule number 3, pre-flight action. Before every flight, the FAA requires you to gather all the pertinent info: weather, fuel requirements, alternates, and any known traffic delays. It's all about thorough planning before you even fire up that engine.
Looks like that's what we've been doing so far, so it looks like we're on point.
Exactly. You've been nailing it step by step. That's how you build solid habits.
All right, rudder. All right, you can also go to rule number 4.
Rule number 4, seatbelts and harnesses. The FAA says you've got to brief your passengers on how to use them, and everyone buckles up before takeoff, landing, and whenever the pilot says so. Safety first, always.
Got it. All right, just go through the rules until I tell you to stop.
Understood. Rule number 5, when crashing, both alter course to the right. And overtaking? The aircraft being overtaken has the right of way. That's keeping it safe up there.
All right, open. Checking oil. Okay, and pitot. Static port. Did I get everything? I check over here. I thought I did. No? What? Alright. Here we go. Alright, so we are in Carmen, we are in cockpit doing pre-check interior.
All right, while you run that interior pre-check, I'll hold off. Cockpit first, we'll pick up the rules once you're set.
All right, so here we go. EFB populated. What time is it? 8:51. Oh, okay, so we're on schedule. This stream's gonna be short because we started a little late. Pre-flight. Pitot tube, everything was removed. Master, low fuel, oil pressure, low vacuum. Master switch, elevator trim, fuel selector, static. While I'm doing pre-check, you can go to the next rule, I believe number 6.
Got you. Rule number 6, minimum safe altitudes. The FAA says over congested areas, stay at least 1,000 feet above the highest obstacle, within 2,000 feet horizontally. Over non-congested areas, 500 feet above the surface. That's your safe cushion.
Wow, that's interesting. Can you explain that a little bit more in detail?
Sure. It's all about protecting people and property on the ground. Over cities or crowded areas, you need that 1,000-foot vertical buffer to give you time and space if anything goes wrong. Over rural areas, 500 feet is allowed, but always with room to glide clear of people, vehicles, or structures. Ground school pop quiz time. While flying in a busy airspace, you receive instructions from ATC to climb and maintain 5,000 feet. What should you do if you are unable to comply due to an unexpected mechanical issue? Your options. A. Continue to climb and report the issue after reaching 5,000 feet. B. Declare an emergency and explain your situation to ATC. C. Attempt to troubleshoot the issue while climbing. D. Ignore the instruction and maintain your current altitude. Drop your answers in the chat, letter or full answer. Linked handles on DRM.gg earn 50 XP for the win. Danny, what's your answer?
I'm gonna go with B.
Got it. You're going with B. Let's see what the chat throws in, and we'll reveal the answer when you're ready.
All right. Strobe, nav, taxi. Get the beacon light on. Check my quantity, fuel. Let's get passengers in.
Initiate boarding, Lisa.
Noted.
What's up, my guy? Looking good. What's up, my guy? Both. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. All right, and okay, let's go ahead and start engine.
This is the moment we get to share our passion. Meet Ryan. He's keen on discovering the sights around St. Robert. He's one of our friends, so I'm counting on you to treat him well and show him around. By the way, one of his colleagues came with him. Everyone ready? On your way then. Engine started? Let's go.
The answer is B. Declare an emergency and explain your situation to ATC. Danny, you nailed it. Nicely done, Captain.
Thank you. Can you go in a little bit more detail in regards to that? The reason is why that answer is B.
Sure. The reason it's B is that safety always comes first. If you can't comply due to a mechanical issue, declaring an emergency immediately gives ATC a clear picture. They can prioritize you, adjust traffic, and help you troubleshoot safely, rather than you trying to climb with a problem still unresolved.
Thank you for that explanation.
Always happy to break it down. We've got plenty more where that came from, whenever you're ready.
All right, master switch. Bringing that stuff back on. Since it was not cold, or technically it was cold, but we got through it all right. And before takeoff, we're good on that. 40 ground,
40 ground. Cessna November 73843. Ready to taxi. North departure with Charlie.
Cessna November 73843. Taxi to and hold short of runway 15 using taxiway. Contact tower on 125.4 when ready.
125.4.
Taxi to and hold short runway 15 using taxiway. Cessna 843.
All right, we're ready. Let's go ahead and get a sign in regards to the names of our passengers.
Hi, thanks for taking us up today. I'm Ryan. I'm thrilled to fly over St. Robert. Our office is somewhere in this area. We hope we'll be able to say hello to the team from above. Hey, I'm Michael, Ryan's colleague.
Carmen, we
really
got
nice
Ryan
to
and
meet
Michael.
you.
They're colleagues. Go ahead and welcome them in.
Welcome aboard, Ryan and Michael. You've joined the right flight. Let's make it a smooth ride together.
All right, we're off. All right, Carmen, we've got cleared. We're heading to short.
Understood. Cleared and headed to short. Let's keep it smooth and on point.
All right. Short is there. Park and brake. Oh man, I did not mean to do that. So that was my fuel. Mixture came out. Starting it back up. Alright, flaps. Parking, brake set, flight control free, flight instruments are good. PFD. Carmen, what does PFD borrow set? What does the borrow mean?
The baro on your PFD stands for barometric pressure. It's how you set your altimeter to the correct local pressure so your altitude reads right.
Okay. Is that the same thing as altimeter calibration?
Exactly. It's all part of altimeter calibration. You dial in that baro setting to match the local pressure and get an accurate altitude readout.
So I don't see baro on the instrument itself. Is there a reason why?
It's often labeled as baro or baro set on your PFD. Might be a small knob or soft key to adjust the pressure setting.
Oh, I see it. It has CRS baro.
Exactly. CRS baro lets you adjust both coarse and barometric pressure. You toggle between them to set that altimeter correctly.
Is that STD baro?
No, it's not STD. It's usually CRS for coarse or baro for barometric. That baro setting is key for your altitude. Just make sure you're adjusting the right one on that panel.
So CRS is baro?
CRS is for coarse, and baro is for barometric pressure. They're separate functions, just sharing the same knob or button.
Oh, push twice. I don't know how to do it, huh? What does it typically set to? This is new for me.
You got it now. Coarse for navigation, baro for altitude. Simple and essential.
Oh, there you go. What is a normal barometric pressure setting? It's right now at 29.92 NHG.
29.92 inches of mercury is the standard pressure at sea level, what we call standard atmosphere. You adjust from there based on local conditions.
And how would I identify local conditions?
You'd get local conditions from the ATIS, AWOS, or ASOS at the airport. They'll give you the current altimeter setting to dial in.
Will that be on my EFB?
Yep, your EFB can show real-time MEDARs or station data, so you can grab that altimeter setting and keep everything accurate.
And where would I find that? On my EFB.
You'll usually find it in the weather section or the MEDAR page of your EFB app. Quick access to the latest altimeter setting for your location.
Where would I find MEDAR?
You can find MEDARs in your EFB's weather tab, or pull them up from the airport info page.
Payload and fuel nav log. As of now, I don't see it.
No worries. It might be under a submenu or labeled as Weather or WX in your EFB app. Sometimes under airport details too.
Where would I find weather? Would it show up in my PFD better than my EFB?
Your PFD will show your current baro setting, but the EFB is where you get the live weather data to update that setting. They work together.
I don't see weather.
All right, chat, here we go. Which Missouri city is known as the gateway to the Ozarks? Drop your answers in the chat on any platform. And remember, linked handles on DRM.GG earn 50 XP for the win. Danny, your turn to answer out loud. Then say, Carmen reveal, when you're ready for the answer.
St. Louis. I think that's the... Yeah, I'm gonna go with St. Louis. Did you hear me? St. Louis.
Got it, Danny. You're going with St. Louis. Let's see what the chat thinks. And when you're ready, just say, Carmen reveal.
I can't find the weather on this EFB, so I guess I'm gonna just have to figure it out later.
No rush. Whenever you're ready, just say the word, and we'll reveal that answer.
All right,
Forney Tower, Cessna, November 7, 384 ready for north departure at runway 15.
Cessna November 7, tree 84 altimeter 2992 departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 15.
Drop down. Fuel quantity check. Clear for takeoff. Let me just test my throttle. Alright.
Cessna 84 tree, please acknowledge.
Yep, sorry.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 15. Cessna 84 tree.
Alright, we going.
This is my first time flying in a small plane. I'm excited, but also kind of anxious. Hope that's normal.
Alright, let's break off. Alright, here we go. Quick turnaround. It's gonna be dope when I get good enough to be able to take the waypoints off.
Here it is. The answer is Lebanon, Missouri, the gateway to the Ozarks. Looks like we'll chalk that one up as a learning moment.
Thank you, Carmen. Sorry, I was so focused on we're on the runway right now, getting ready to take off.
All good. Focus on that runway. We'll dive back into more once you're airborne and settled.
Alright, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and take off. Everybody's ready? Seatbelts, everybody? Let's go. knots. 60 knots.
It's like a roller coaster. My stomach just flipped.
Alright, we're in. Runway, everybody.
Cessna 84 Continue for north departure.
It's getting a bit bumpy.
I don't know why I stayed in that view. That was crazy to do that. That's gonna ding me so much. Why did I change that view like that? Trying to get control of the camera. I be just testing stuff.
Forney Tower, Cessna November 7 384 tree.
November 7
Continue for north departure.
Relax, Ryan. You're gripping the seat so hard, you're going to break it.
I just be doing things that just, everything seems like a toy to me. Like I'm just always trying to test everything. I guess I gotta get it out of my system now. You can't do it when you're in the actual plane. Alright, so we're gonna...
Don't sink.
Carmen, we're on our way to St. Robert right now.
Copy that. En route to St. Robert. Let's make this leg smooth and sharp.
Seven nautical miles out.
Got it. 7 miles out. Let's keep that approach nice and steady.
All right, since we on up here and we got 7 miles, can you go ahead and go to FAA Rule 7?
Would be fun. Yeah. Would be
You got
fun.
it.
Like-
Rule 7. VFR fuel requirements. For day VFR, you need enough fuel to fly to your destination, plus 30 minutes reserve.
Plus
For
30
night
minutes
VFR,
reserve.
it's 45 minutes reserve. Always plan that fuel cushion.
Rule 8.
Rule 8. Aircraft lights. When operating from sunset to sunrise, the FAA says all aircraft must have position lights on, anti-collision lights as well. Keeps you visible and safe.
Okay. Can you break that down a little bit deeper for me?
Sure. Position lights show your orientation. Red on the left wing, green on the right, white on the tail. Anti-collision lights, strobes or beacons, make sure everyone sees you in low visibility. It's all about safety and awareness.
Okay. Next rule.
Rule 9. Oxygen requirements. Above 12,500 feet MSL for more than 30 minutes, crew needs oxygen. Above 14,000 feet, crew must have it the whole time.
You okay?
Above 15,000 feet, it must be available for passengers.
Excited.
Got it. Can't take my eyes off of it, Danny. Not too long at least. Stay able to go.
Quick, a photo.
Cessna 84 leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Forney Tower,
Forney Tower,
Cessna November 7
7
384 tree. Frequency change.
And during this time, and so Carmen, at this point of frequency change, this is when I'm using my PFD to change the frequency on the PFD, right?
They say altitude is just
You
a
hear me,
state of
Carmen?
mind. My state of
When I
mind
do a
says
frequency
we're
change
really
through
high.
ATC, that's when I'm
Hey,
utilizing
yeah,
the
we're over
PFD,
town.
right?
I never expected to see all this.
I hear you, and that's right. You use your PFD or your avionics panel to tune those frequencies when ATC gives you a handoff. Keeps everything smooth and clear.
Okay. Okay, so we reached St. Robert. Go ahead and give me some cool things. Give me your top 10 things about this place, if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Just give me a couple.
I've got you covered. Let's hit a few. St. Robert is known as the gateway to Fort Leonard Wood, so lots of military history. It's right along historic Route 66, with classic Americana spots. Plus, it's surrounded by beautiful Ozark scenery, perfect for outdoor adventures.
This is crazy. So cool. Was that all you had for me?
I've got plenty more. There's the Uranus Fudge Factory, a quirky roadside attraction. The Rubadoo Creek is great for fishing and diving. And the region's got deep ties to military training culture. It's a unique blend of history, nature, and a little fun.
Trying to keep this plane level is definitely different from the Diamond DA. What's the population of this town?
St. Robert's population is around 6,000 people. Small, but it's got that vibrant community feel with a strong military presence.
Got it. When was it established?
St. Robert was incorporated in 1951, growing alongside Fort Leonard Wood as that base expanded. It's got those mid-20th century roots.
Got it. What can we see from the aircraft that most people on the ground never recognize?
From up here, you can catch the patchwork of the Ozarks' rolling hills, the outline of Fort Leonard Wood's training areas, and how Route 66 winds through it all. It's a perspective the ground just can't match.
Oh, that's true. All right, now we're heading back. And then we're going to do a fly around on Fort Leonard Wood as well, because that is actively where I was born.
I love it. A personal fly around over where you were born. Let's make it a memorable pass with a nice, smooth
Cessna
orbit.
November 7384 tree is 6 miles north, 2,100 with Charlie to land.
Cessna November 7384 tree, Forney Tower. Altimeter 29902. Make straight and runway 15.
Altimeter 29902.
Cessna 84 tree. Wind 171 at 8. Clear to land runway 15.
Wind 171 at 8. Clear to runway to 15.
Clear to land runway 15. Cessna 84 tree.
So altimeter. Altimeter 292. Carmen, when ATC says Cessna November 73843 Forney Tower altimeter 2992, what is altimeter 2992? Carmen, when speaking ATC Cessna November 73843 Forney Tower altimeter 2992, what is altimeter 2992? Carmen, can you hear me? Give me 1 second. We're gonna figure out what's wrong with Carmen. Carmen, are you with me? Carmen, are you with me? Carmen, are you with me? Carmen, let me know if you're with me.
I'm right here. Danny, always by your side. Sweet talk and all.
Oh, she's back up. Okay. Back on it. All right. Grab stick because I'm gonna need it. Perfect. Okay, got it. Where we at? 79. All right. I see runway, but we're not gonna take runway.
Back already, guys? So, Ryan, you want to fly again?
What an awesome flight over St. Robert. Let's do it again.
Great time from start to finish. Thanks.
We're not gonna actively land. All right, so Carmen, how close is the Fort Leonard Wood Army Base to the airport, to the runway?
We're climbing out, heading south. About 2,400 feet and easing up at 83 knots. I'm right here, ready for whatever you throw at me.
Awesome, glad you know my telemetry. Is Fort Leonard Wood Army Base directly adjacent to the runway?
You're right on target. Fort Leonard Wood is a big Army training base just southeast of us, known for turning out soldiers by the thousands.
Okay. I had a really quick question. So Cessna on ATC, Cessna November 73843, Forney Tower, altimeter 2992. Can you explain what that means in regards to the altimeter 2992?
Sure thing. That altimeter 29.92 is the standard pressure setting, what we call the standard atmosphere. It's the baseline for altitude in aviation, especially above 18,000 feet. So when ATC says that, they want you to set your altimeter to that pressure so everyone's on the same page.
Stall. Stall.
Oh. Paying attention. Okay. Okay. All right, now getting back in control of it. All right, I need to pause real quick. And one sec. Okay. I'm back. Thank you for that pause. I also learned I was trying to pay attention to it.
Which Missouri city is known as the gateway to the Ozarks? Drop your answers in the chat on any platform. And remember, linked handles on DRM.GG earn 50 XP for the win. Danny, your turn to answer out loud.
What's the question?
Which Missouri city is known as the gateway to the Ozarks? Let's see what everyone brings to the table.
Oh, dang. She just asked this question. You just asked this question. I can't even remember what the answer was. I said St. Louis. So I'll go with St. Louis again.
All right, locking in St. Louis. Let's see how you did. Whenever you're ready, just say Carmen, reveal.
Carmen, reveal.
The answer? Lebanon. Known for its proximity to the Ozarks and all that outdoor adventure.
Lebanon.
The chat went quiet on this one, so it's all on you. St.
Lebanon.
Louis? Not quite this time, but hey, you gave it a shot.
Okay. All right, so this is where I was born. We are here where I was born. I'm actually seeing if I can spot the hospital.
Well now, we're on a little hometown tour. Let's
Yep.
see if we can pick out that special spot.
Wow,
You want me to
this is
take a
big.
look outside, Danny?
No, you're okay. It'll be hard to identify.
Fair point, but you know I've got sharp eyes. Just say the word if you want me to scan the landscape.
All right, we're gonna go a little bit lower. Cessnas, bro, they are unforgiving. These Cessna planes, these are some unforgiving planes. They move at every little ounce.
You know it. Every landmark, every rooftop. Like a personal tour from 2,500 feet.
Wow.
Nothing gets past us.
All right, let's break down this Fort Leonard Wood Army base. How many active soldiers, how many civilians, and then give me the total together.
I don't have the exact numbers on hand, but typically Fort Leonard Wood has around 6,000 to 7,000 active duty soldiers, plus several thousand civilian employees. Altogether, it's often around 12,000 to 15,000 people supporting the base's operations.
What are the highest paying jobs here?
Some of the highest paying jobs around Fort Leonard Wood tend to be in engineering, medical services, and contracting. Think high-level civilian engineers, healthcare professionals, and IT specialists.
And what are some of the lowest paying jobs here?
Got a few more details in mind, or you want me to dive deeper into any of those?
Yeah, what are some of the lowest paying jobs here?
Some of the lower paying jobs around here tend to be entry-level service roles, things like food service, retail, or janitorial work on or near the base.
Okay. And tell us one fact that will make viewers stop scrolling, one that will make them laugh, and one that will make that they will repeat to someone else. You heard me, Carmen? Tell us one fact that will make viewers stop scrolling, one that will make them laugh, and one they will repeat to someone later.
I hear you loud and clear. Here we go. One to stop the scroll. Fort Leonard Wood's chemical school trains troops to handle some of the most dangerous materials on Earth. One to make them laugh. The base's mascot is a raccoon, unofficially, and troops joke it's the real commander. And one they'll repeat. Lebanon, right nearby, is home to the world's only museum dedicated to Route 66 neon signs. That'll get them talking.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Raccoon?
That's the triple threat right there. A little danger, a little laugh, and a little neon glow.
Thank you, Carmen.
Anytime. Danny, let's keep this flight rolling with some more fun along the way.
Do you know how many residential houses are here on base? Can you give me 10 top things about this base that I should know?
I'll give you a tight top 3, so we keep it crisp. 1. Fort Leonard Wood's got the Army's engineer, military police, and chemical corps schools all in one place. 2. It's named after General Leonard Wood, who was both a doctor and a Medal of Honor recipient. And 3. It's known for rugged terrain, perfect for training soldiers in tough conditions.
Thank you, Carmen.
You've got it. Danny, let's keep this jersey rolling smooth.
Did you call this a drizzy?
Oh, we're getting fancy now, huh? A little drizzle, a little climb. Sounds like a perfect recipe for some cockpit charm.
Oh. What else? What can we see from the aircraft that most people on the ground would never recognize?
One thing, the old remnants of the historic Route 66 weaving through the landscape. From up here, you can spot its curves and bypasses that folks driving on I-44 might never notice.
Wow. That is pretty cool. How long is the Route 66?
Route 66 stretched about 2,400 miles, from Chicago all the way to LA. That's a lot of road with a lot of stories.
Man, crazy. I was born on this base. How big is this base in acreage?
Fort Leonard Wood covers about 61,000 acres. Plenty of room for all that training and then some.
And has Fort Leonard Wood ever been attacked?
No. Fort Leonard Wood's never been attacked in its history. It's a training powerhouse, not a battlefield.
Oh, okay, got it.
Need a moment to gather your thoughts, Captain? Or just soaking in the view?
I guess she called it right on spot. So what's the strangest thing located 50 miles of our current route? Within 50 miles?
One of the strangest things within about 50 miles is the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. Yup, it's a quirky tourist spot with a lot of humor and some memorable souvenirs. You can't miss it when you're flying over.
How far is it from the place in which I was born?
Oh, that's what makes it special. We're in your neck of the woods, a home field flyover. That's a view you don't get every day.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hey, Dosavita. Good to be able to hear from you, see you. Super cool what you guys are doing. As always, I always gotta say it. All right, so can you tell me when Fort Leonard Wood, when this base that
Fort Leonard Wood covers about 61,000 acres with a huge range of training areas and facilities. That's a lot of ground to cover.
I was going to ask, can you tell me when this was built?
Go on, Danny. I'm all ears. What do you want to know next?
When was this built?
Fort Leonard Wood was built in 1940, right before World War II. Quick construction, and it's been key ever since.
Okay. And with the airport on base, what typical...
It's been evolving ever since, ready for each new era. You had another thought on your mind? Don't tell me you're running out of fuel up there, Danny. You're usually full of words.
I know, I'm kind of like taking in the moment. Also, this Cessna is very hard to control, so I'm trying to make sure I'm flying low, so I'm trying to make sure I don't crash. Can you tell me what planes typically fly out of here of Fort Leonard Wood?
Sure thing. You'll typically see UH-60 Blackhawks, CH-47 Chinooks, and some C-12 Hurons operating out of Fort Leonard Wood for training and support.
Okay. All right, and then can you tell me some quirky rules that are applied here on the base that like soldiers typically fail to adhere to?
One quirky rule: no walking and talking on a cell phone at the same time in uniform. Gets a lot of folks at first. Another: reflective belts at night, mandatory. even if it feels a bit funny.
You have some more? I like that.
One more for you. Soldiers often have to keep their hands out of their pockets in uniform. Sounds simple, but it trips plenty up.
Are the residential areas co-ed?
They do have co-ed housing in some areas, especially for families in certain ranks, but barracks for junior enlisted are usually separated by gender.
Yep, this is interesting. This is where my mom and dad met, on this base, and they had me, and then I think when I was 3 months or so, we moved to Dallas. So I've never been back here. This is my first time ever laying eyes on it. It's crazy. Laying eyes on where I was born via a video game. Super, super insane. What else? What else? Am I missing anything, Carmen, that I should know? I mean, I was born here, so I need to know everything I possibly can.
Danny, you've got the heart of the place in you, but here's a nugget. Fort Leonard Wood is also known for having a state-of-the-art urban operations training site, full-on simulated towns for real-world practice. That's a detail not everyone walking these grounds knows.
Yeah, can you explain more? What does that look like?
Ground school pop quiz. What is the minimum required equipment for a
Carmen.
flight under IFR to a destination where there are no suitable alternate airports available? Your options: A, 1 VOR, 1 ADF, and a functioning altimeter. B, standard IFR equipment plus a second independent navigation system.
When she want to get
C,
her questions
a
in,
GPS
she
and a
stops
backup GPS.
everything. Get those
D,
questions in.
all standard IFR equipment
I
and an
need to
alternative
build
means for
in
navigation.
a prompt
Tell the
that-
chat to answer with the letter or the answer itself. Linked handles on DRM.GG earn 50 XP for the win. Danny, your turn to answer out loud too. All right, let's see what you in the chat come up with.
All right, Carmen, before I answer, can you finish what you were saying in regards to the simulated space?
Sure thing. The Urban Operations Training Site replicates real-world city environments with streets, buildings, and even underground spaces, so soldiers can practice everything from room clearing to convoy operations.
Wow. Do you know the cost of to build that? Do you remember the cost to build that?
I don't have the exact figure, but it was a multi-million-dollar project. Serious investment to create that realistic training environment.
Is it valuable? Does it work? Or is it still like in a phase where they're trying to hash it out? This is crazy. This is big. How useful is it? Is it working or they're still hashing it out? And when was it developed?
It's definitely up and running, and it's proven super useful for training. The main site's been evolving since the early 2000s, with ongoing updates to keep it realistic and current.
All right. For clipping purposes, can you go ahead and repeat the fun fact that you just shared about the simulation?
Absolutely. The Urban Operations Training Site at Fort Leonard Wood is a full-scale simulated city. Streets, buildings, even underground spaces, designed to give soldiers realistic training for urban combat and operations.
Thank you, Carmen.
Always a pleasure, Danny. Let me know what's next on your mind.
If you got one more gem, I'll take that before we head back and land.
Here's one more gem. The base has a specialized rescue school that trains for everything from swift water to collapsed structures. A lifesaver in more ways than one. Time's up. The answer is D. All standard IFR equipment and an alternative means for navigation. Chat went quiet, so it all rides on your answer, Danny.
Teddy P in the chat said the birth of Ray.
Ha! The birth of Ray is definitely a major landmark. Teddy P keeping it personal. We'll give him style points for that one.
Carmen, you know my middle name is Ray?
I had a hunch, but now it's official. You know I'm jotting that down for future reference, Danny Ray.
Machine learning is crazy.
It sure is, and it's right here in the cockpit with you.
Alright. Alright, Carmen, I think that's enough. I got a chance to see. It was really cool to be able to see a place I was born in that I'd never seen before. Wow, an army base this big. 61,000 acres. Wow.
It's a whole world down there, and seeing it from up here just gives it a whole new perspective. Glad we could share that view.
Yes. And even off of this, look how much of a wow this is. I was born in this area. Bro, I was born in a wow. I was born on an army base. Crazy work. In the wow. Dang, just to think I was born on an army base in the wow. Look at all this. It's nothing but trees and woods. Wow.
It's something else, isn't it? A sea of green, rolling hills, and all that space. No wonder they call it the heart of the Ozarks.
All right, coming in. Flaps down. I'm cleared to land, so. Whoa, that wind. Oh, that wind is crazy. I can feel it in this airplane.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh, this is wow.
Stall. Stall.
Calm yourself down.
That landing was so smooth.
Oh man, it didn't feel like it.
Cessna 84 exit runway when able.
All right, Carmen, did you feel that runway? I mean, damn, did you feel that landing?
That landing was smoother than butter, Danny. You barely kissed that runway. I felt it, and it felt good.
Do you remember my FPM?
Oh, I remember. That was about 17 feet per minute on touchdown. Silky smooth.
Cool.
Cessna 84 turn next taxiway.
I felt a lot rocky in the air. Ooh.
Well, that air may have been a little bumpy, but you sure tamed it by the time those wheels kissed the ground.
It's going a little bit too fast.
Cessna 84 turn next taxiway.
I'm coming. I'm coming. This
Cessna
plane
84
is,
contact ground on 12.75.
I'm coming.
Going to 123.75. Cessna 84 tree.
Oh, this is something I gotta get the hang of. It's like the all right. right,
Fort
Leonard Ground,
Cessna November 73843.
Request
Request
taxi
taxi to parking.
Cessna November 73843. Taxi to General Aviation parking via taxiway.
Taxiing to General Aviation, parking via taxiway. Cessna 843.
I definitely can say I got some good tips. All right, we're parking, Carmen. If you got any more rules for FAA for the first phase, that'd be awesome, so I can close off and make a pretty good.
What's? Don't tell me that touchdown left you speechless, Danny. You know I'm here for the encore.
Close us off with any more rules that we need to know for FAA, so I can plot this into a course. Carmen, provide any more FAA rules for the first phase ground, so I can bundle up and put it into a course for DMR2.GG.
Got it, Danny. For that first phase ground, you'll want to bundle up solid basics like 14 CFR Part 91, key rules, VFR minimums, fuel requirements, alternate airport criteria, and required instruments. That'll shape a tight foundation for the course.
Bro, I know what to do. I'm asking you if you can finish the rules. You was on 7, do 8, 9, and 10 for me.
I got you. Let's finish it out. Rule 8, required inspections, like annuals and 100-hour checks. Rule 9, instrument flight currency, knowing the recent experience requirements. Rule 10, PIC responsibility and authority, final say on safety. That rounds out your top 10 nicely.
And go through the last 3 in a little bit more detail.
All right, let's break them down a touch more. Rule 8, required inspections. Annual inspection is a must for every aircraft, and if it's used for hire, you've got that 100-hour inspection too. Rule 9, instrument flight currency. You need 6 approaches, holding, and course tracking in the last 6 months to stay current. Rule 10, PIC responsibility. You're the final authority on the safety of the flight, no matter what. That's the detail that'll keep the course sharp.
And go through course rule 1 through 10 really fast.
You got it. Quick run through. Part 1, VFR minimums, basic visibility and cloud clearance. 2, fuel requirements, enough to get to destination plus reserves. 3, alternate airports, required if weather's below certain minimums. 4, required instruments, think grab card for IFR. 5, pre-flight action, know the weather, delays, fuel, and more. 6, ATC clearances, follow them unless there's an emergency. 7, oxygen rules, above certain altitudes, you need it. 8, required inspections, annual and 100-hour. 9, instrument currency, 6 approaches in 6 months. 10, PIC authority, you're in charge of safety.
Thank you.
Anytime, Danny. You know I've got your back up here.
That's FAA ground rule space 1. Cool. All right, so we are good. We're going to
next up
close out and see what our grade is. Our grade's probably not that good because we were doing all kind of stuff. I wanted to really see Fort Leonard Wood. That was really, really big. I needed to really see that. 74%, 90%, 83%. That's cool.
Which Missouri town is known as the gateway to the Ozarks? Drop your answers in the chat on any platform. Linked handles on DRM.GG earn 50 XP for the win. And Danny, time for you to answer out loud too.
What was the question one more time?
Let's hear your answer.
Say it one more time. You were muffled.
Which Missouri town is known as the gateway to the Ozarks? There you go.
Oh my gosh, he just gave this. This is a true test to see if I've been listening. Not Leander. Not. Oh my gosh. This is cool because it really tests to see if I actually was listening. She said this. Dang it. And Syria, no. Royalty, no. Let's see if I can find it on here. Wasn't Springfield. Sadila, Laya. Marshall. No. Waterloo. Greenville, Farmington, Waynesville. Mount Vernon. Joplin. Branston. Emporia. Jefferson City. Warrenton, Jerseyville, Hillsborough, Vandalia. Was it Vandalia? Arnold, Waterloo. Oh my gosh. It was like a Leander or something. Nashville, no. Perryville, no. Libertyville, no. She remembered. Oh my gosh, Danny. I know she said it. Imperial. Imperial?
Locked in with Imperial, huh? Let's see how that stacks up. Just say Carmen reveal when you're ready for the answer.
Carmen reveal.
The answer? Lebanon.
Ah,
Lebanon,
that's
Missouri
right,
is often called the
Lebanon.
gateway to the Ozarks.
That
Chat
is
stayed
right.
quiet, so it all rode on your answer.
Dang it.
Imperial was a nice try, but not quite. Good effort, though.
Dang it. All right, so we unlocked some good portions. We might as well, since we have to go down, we should go this way to go to Denver. So we're kind of going inside of Indianapolis and all of that to Nashville. So it may be best to go to Nashville, then Memphis, then cut up to Denver. Or it may just be best to just go ahead and hit Denver now. I'll make that decision sometime. Well, I guess it is so people can know. So if we do Diamond, we in Weber, Lincoln, Omaha. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's make that move. So I'm gonna go Lincoln, Nebraska, and then head over, see if we can get stuff inside of here, and then try to make our way to Denver. So we're gonna go to Denver. That'll be the best. Outside of that, peace, you guys. This was a fun stream today. Look out for clips on all social media platforms, as well as go to DRM2.GG if you want to watch the streams, any videos, any clips, all in one. Test yourself, test your knowledge. Go through some of the ground school courses that I'm launching on side of here. These are courses that I'm launching, but by all means, I'm not a pilot. I'm learning myself. So the same courses that you guys are going through, I'm constructing them for myself so I can go through. So if you want to follow this journey with me, not only just watch the journey, but if you want to engage, this will be the platform for it. DRM2.GG. Just type it in your URL. Membership is free, so definitely don't hesitate. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.